What's up, y'all? Got an awesome multi-species challenge. I hooked up with my boy Rocko from the Laugh channel. Not in person, but I sent him some baits, and then I used the same baits, and we did a little challenge here. And here's the rules. Basically, 5 different lures, all soft plastics, from Bad Apple Baits. And I'll have those baits linked in the description. Some awesome baits, and you'll probably get a discount if you mention SunfishKing. So mention SunfishKing if you go to that link and check out those baits. But anyway, 5 baits. Whoever catches the most species and whoever catches the biggest fish. So there's 2 points available. So whoever catches the longest single fish gets a point. Whoever catches the most species gets a point. So there's a chance for a tie, and if we tie, we're going to do another challenge with some different Bad Apple baits, including some custom Joe's Fly spinners and stuff like that. So let's get right to the challenge, and then Rocko will have a video too, so you have to check his out, and you have to see who ended up victorious or if we ended up tying. So let's get right to the video. All right, Molly. I don't know if we're gonna land it. This is on that tube, the green tube. It's a decent trout too. Do you have that net? Okay. This is some light line. I did not have the GoPro going because there's some other people fishing down here. So for courtesy, I didn't start recording. But that is an absolutely beautiful rainbow. Oh my gosh, on the little tube. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're gonna call it from the tip of the rod to that right there. Beautiful. I mean, the colors, man, on that tiny little tube is on that little one, the little green guy right there. And there's like a pile of fish along there, and he came out and smacked it, just running it along the bottom. All right, next I guess we'll try one of these. Kind of big for a trout, but not really. A little hellgrammite. We got these. There's these bugs, these orange hellgrammites, and then these bugs, and I think that's all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the green tube. Yeah. There's one of them hellgrammites, and I asked for a PB&J. That's really nice looking. Let's see what the fish think. They love them. Wow. No, oh, he's in the weeds. We're probably gonna lose that guy. Oh, he's just a little one. Dude, William, we've been having a tough day for the trout out here. They like your little baits, dude. They like your little jigs, your little things. This is that, and this was the first cast, but this is that PB&J hellgrammite. Hopefully I'm recording. I sure am. That's awesome. Oh, what you got is one of them too. Oh man, he's not the same size as the last one, but he's nice. Nice. Pretty. All right, for time's sake, y'all, we're gonna quit with the trout. We're gonna try to catch a couple sculpin. Anyway, what we're doing here, look at those. So that's a mottled sculpin. Freaking sick. Molly just caught. I'll show you guys how we're catching them right here. We got tiny split shot. These are like size 11 hooks. We like even smaller. And that's a tiny piece of a trout worm. Oh, she's over there slamming more. You're still using that piece of a trout worm, huh? Whole piece of a pink. If you have a piece of a pink trout worm, it works great. Just a little tip. They live down in the rocks, like cold streams like this. And they eventually you'll see them come out, show some interest in what you got. But yeah, there's one down here playing with it. Look at that. Easy as that. And so that will not be species 2 yet for the challenge, because this was just a trout worm and this is not one of the 5 baits. It was those 2 hellgrammites, the tube, and the 2 little bugs. Super pretty little dudes. I get a picture for my camera roll. Ollie's was bigger. Sculpey. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take that. Here's the hellgrammite that I caught that fish on. Take the end of it like maybe that much. Alright, y'all, let's see what we can do with this guy. Boom, 2 species Rocko. Alright, so on these baits, this is on the tail of that hellgrammite. We've already caught a couple rainbows. Look at that. We've already caught a couple rainbows, and we've caught a couple, or we've caught a sculpin. So there's 2 species. Longest one's gonna be about 14 inches again. Hopefully I can beat that back home. I don't know if I can. It's like a bass or something. Nice. Right on, dude. But there's species number 2. Mottled sculpin. Whee! On a little piece of the hellgrammite. 2 species down. We're going to we're gonna fish the rest of these somewhere else. So I'll get back to you guys later. All right, see ya. All right, y'all. Got the bug to start out with here. Chartreuse pepper, whatever you want to call it. Chartreuse with black flake. Ain't used this yet. This will be a new bait. So far we got 2 species. We got a couple rainbow trout on the green tube and on the pink hellgrammite. Both those baits are still intact, so we can still use them. And then we got a sculpin on the little end of the hellgrammite. So the hellgrammite's mostly intact. I ripped just the little tail off. So yeah, we're gonna fish this guy right now and see if we can add any species to that list. I want to add green sunfish, bluegill, largemouth. I want to add some species. There's one. What do we got? Oh, and that would have been species number 3. That would have been a green sunfish. Let's keep going. I bet we can get another one. There we go. I was fishing it like kind of like a Ned rig, man. I was just really slowly dragging it on the bottom with some pauses. So guys, that's not gonna help us for biggest fish. Our rainbow was bigger than that. Heck, the sculpin was probably longer than that. But that's species number 3, Rocko and Billy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? 3 species on the bad apples, man. Rocko messaged me last night. He messaged me, he said he caught a big fish yesterday. I think he said it was a bass. So now I'm gonna have to catch something bigger. I don't know how big that was yet. He hasn't told me what the length was. He's keeping it secretive. Species number 3, green sunfish, mottled sculpin, rainbow trout. There's one. Dang. Just another greenie, but a bigger one. Much nicer one. An upgrade, but that doesn't do anything for the challenge. Ooh, that's a fatty. Nice. Alright, let's get this dude back. Woo-wee. And it sure is slamming the greenies, but I need these little greenies to stop tearing it up. I can already see the hook sticking through the plastic. These little greenies need to stop tearing it up so I can catch a different species. There we go. No. Another greenie. Well, y'all, green sunfish frenzy. Green sunfish frenzy. Man, this thing's a good bait. It's getting bit like every cast. I just want to catch something besides green sunfish. That's a pretty one though. Look at that. Fish first cast. What do we got? That ain't a... Ooh, bluegill. Species number 4, y'all. Rainbow trout, mottled sculpin, green sunfish, and bluegill. There's 4 species. Heck yeah, guys. There's one. Oh, another bluegill. A little bigger one. Heck yeah. Alright, we'll take like one more cast. Alright, that'll be it for this outing. 4 species so far. Biggest fish is that trout, somewhere between 12 and 14 inches. We'll get an official measurement on it soon. See you guys next time. Alright, y'all, still going with this bad apple challenge. I talked to Rocko from the Laugh channel. Dude said he caught like 6 species already, I think. He said he's got 4 on the GoPro and 2 more he caught that he didn't get on camera. I don't know how we're officially gonna count this. I would like him to be on camera, obviously. He said he's caught 6 species. I've caught bluegill, green sunfish, rainbow trout, mottled sculpin. That's 4. So today, I don't have a whole lot of time for it. I gotta get going, which is pretty much the story every time I fish. But today, I wanna try to get 2 more species. I wanna try to get a hybrid sunfish. As far as hybrids, we're gonna count 1 slot for hybrid sunfish, 1 for hybrid trout, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So if you catch a green gill and you catch a gill cracker, those are both just hybrid sunfish. We're just gonna count that as 1 species. So that being said, I've got a couple places in mind. I could maybe get a hybrid. I've got 1 place in mind. I could maybe get a creek chub. It's probably really muddy right now, but I just got off work. We're at the work pond. It's pretty muddy. But I have not caught bass yet. I have not caught red ear yet. I have not caught black crappie. They have black nose crappie in here, but I haven't caught any of those 3 species that I know are in here. There's channel cats in here too, so I don't know if I'll catch them on the bug, but we're gonna try the chartreuse bug. I'll take a few casts here. Before we decide to go try to get them 2 species, the creek chub and the hybrid sunfish. There's a fish. A bass? Oh hey, I don't have a largemouth yet. I was just dragging this thing on the bottom. Come on. We gotta land it to count it. Well, I'll count it. I will count it. Ah! Oh, that sucks. Well, look at that. Split, guys, split. At least we got a decent bass, but we'll come back and measure it later just in case this is the longest fish. Put the tip of the tail there. All right, we'll measure that later. Probably a good 13 inches, 12 inches, something like that. Probably right around the size of that rainbow that I caught on the PB&J Hogermite. All right, let's let them go. Whee! We're gonna go for a hybrid sunfish, which would be species number 6, and a creek chub, which would be species number 7. So let's get going and let's try for that. We got chartreuse bug, and we're gonna try to catch a chub in the creek. And I just realized my GoPro battery is super low, so let's swap batteries and I'll see you guys down here at the creek. There is somebody halfway decent. We're gonna try to catch a chub here, maybe something else, who knows. All right, we're gonna try to chub it out. Got one? I got something. No. Hold on, he's still in there. I didn't lose him. Yes! And a good one too. That might have been the one I saw flashing around. Species, I almost freaking lost him. Species number, we got, first was rainbow trout, mottled sculpin, green sunfish, bluegill, largemouth bass, that's 5. Here's number 6. Might even cast it till it's gone in here, but we're gonna do a couple casts more in here, but I think it's mostly just creek chubs. Another green sunfish. How nice would it be if I just got a hybrid here? I wouldn't even have to go to the other spots. Dang. Look at that, y'all. Ah! Take a picture of that and send it to Billy Bad Apple from Bad Apple Baits. That's not bad, dude. Not flipping bad, man. We are gonna go try to catch a hybrid sunny on the tube. Call it a day, and then I'll see you guys somewhere else with one of the other baits, trying to catch another species. We got 6 species right now. All right, y'all. So in this challenge here, this is the final day. It's Labor Day. I'm not sure if Rocko's fishing anymore, but I think I still got him on species with 6. We're gonna try to add a couple to those. He's got me on length, but I've got 4 baits left. That chartreuse one is gone. The tail's ripped off one of these hellgrammites, and that's because I use it to catch them sculpins, and I still got it right here. The hook I put on is a little bigger this time than I was using for the sculpins, and I should have put on the same size hook. But we're gonna try to catch like a long ear and maybe a hybrid here. That'd be great to add those 2 species. So I'm at a little river, and it's flowing pretty fast today. So I found a little spot where it's not flowing. 'Cause right there, it's moving. I can't even trying to fish this thing weightless. I couldn't even put it down there without it just getting taken by the current. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, it's just a green sunfish. Okay. Now that's a long ear. That's excellent. So that is now species number 7. All right. Woo! Thought he swallowed the bait. I was like, no, you better give me that back. Look at that. 7 species Rocko. So we'll catch a few more, and if it's just seems to be long ear and greenies, then we'll get out of here, because I might try to get hybrids at another spot. And then we haven't got crappie yet. A little tough this time of year, but I definitely could try to get a crappie. Beautiful. Well, that's 7 species on the Bad Apple Plastics. What you got, Rocko? I think we're probably gonna tie. He's gonna beat me on length, and I'm gonna beat him on a number of species. Let's try a couple more on this little piece of this hellgrammite here. What do we got? Green sunfish. That is an absolute beauty. Look at that. Oh man. So Billy, calling you out. William, when are you gonna make some plastics for microfishing? Because they love them. You can make little 24 packs or something. Some little things like that. Add a couple of appendages maybe. I'm telling you, man. Or just keep selling them like you do, and the crazy people like me can just rip your baits apart if we want. Yes, we do. Another long ear. Woo, they're pretty fish, man. Woo, they're pretty fish. Oh, not a hybrid, just a greenie. Biggest one yet, though. I'm gonna take this somewhere else and go for a hybrid. Oh my gosh, it's a pretty greenie though, with the little red fin tips. Woo! There we go. Woo! Pretty long ear. Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta get a picture of that for Fishbrain and Facebook and such. Wow. I'll see you guys at the next spot. Try to get a hybrid or a crappie today. I don't have too terribly long to fish, but we're gonna try to end up with 8 species. We're at 7 right now. See you guys at the next spot. All right, y'all. I want to do a little bit of bass fishing and stuff today too. So for this challenge here, I've decided we're gonna try to get 8 species and call it. So if I get a hybrid here at this spot, which is the goal, I don't think I'm gonna go try to get a crappie anywhere else. If I do, it'll be real quick. So this will be sight fishing. I'm just not sure what's a hybrid, what's a bluegill, all that. But there's a hybrid right there. First drop, we got a hybrid. Might even go for a couple more. So that is a green sunfish bluegill hybrid right there. Notice how it's got a much smaller mouth than a green sunfish. It doesn't have all the little fine light blue turquoise lines on the face like the green sunfish. It only has one dot on the fin up there. Green sunfish have one on the top and one on the bottom. And it does have a little bit of a more faint red border, not a really strong one like the green sunfish. So we got a hybrid first drop, and that was the goal. That's awesome. Well, we'll drop it a couple more times and catch a couple more here just for fun. They hit it pretty quick whenever you hit the water with it. And so, is that another one? Yep, another hybrid right there. I picked a good spot for them.
Good taxidermist.
Yeah, this might be a state record. I'm gonna have to call somebody, I think.
Let me get a photo.
What do we got there? Hey, look, a pure bluegill. They get smaller each time. Another hybrid, look. So that's 8 species, y'all. What did we got? Another hybrid? No, that's a pure bluegill. Pretty ones. You have a good day, sir. Thank you for watching. That was the Dink Fest. So literally all on that little tiny piece of plastic I ripped off, and technically I got that orange one on that other Hellgrammite if I want to rip that off too. What did I say? 9 species? 8 species? Something like that? Yeah, we're at 8 species, I believe. I think 7 was long ear and 8 was hybrid. So alright, y'all, so the final results were, I think Rocko ended up with 4 species on camera. I ended up with 8, and then his biggest fish was about 18 inches or so, 18-19 inch bass, and my biggest fish was a 14.5 inch trout. So he actually got 1 point for longest fish. I actually got 1 point for most species. I do want to give a big shout out and thank you to William from Bad Apple Baits for hooking us up for this challenge. Definitely check out Billy Bad Apple 74 on Whatnot. I'll have it linked in the description. I'll have his email linked down there if you don't have Whatnot or you don't know what that is and you want to hit him up for some baits. But yeah, definitely mention SunfishKing if you do so. But stay tuned, because I'm going to send Rocko some more Bad Apple Baits soft plastics, some more, and I'm going to send him some Joe's Flies spinners, some custom Joe's Flies inline spinners that William from Bad Apple Baits tied. And we're going to do another challenge similar, a little bit different rules, but another multi-species challenge. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Congrats, Rocko, for keeping up with me, and we'll see who ends up victorious next time. Thanks for watching, y'all. Fishing's good. SunfishKing out. And thank you, special thank you to Bad Apple Baits. Later, y'all. There's fish. What do we got? What is it? Oh, it's a bass. We've already got bass. Oh no, it's down in the slop. It's a bass. Well, I'll take it, that's awesome. There's one. Well, it's an absolute bluegill sleigh fest out here. That's not the intended goal. I don't know if there's any crappie out and about right now. It seems to be all bluegills. Someone. What is it? What is it? Not a crappie. Another bass. Little bass. Okay. Okay, bass on the tube though. What about that? Well, I don't think the crappie are out and about. That ain't a bad bluegill though. On the tube. On the tube. I love these things.